You got to watch them because they've got nice spines that come out of their head. I don't know if you can see those two little pincers. They're live, of course. They're pretty simple creatures, but they don't mind grabbing you and giving you a good old bite. So I just wind the bait up the hook like that. The whole thing, really. Whiting just love them, especially whole and especially live. Look at that. Fantastic, all the way at the shank. Being careful to keep your fingers away from the pointy bit, because if this thing latches onto you, well, it's not one of life's more pleasant experiences, I'll put it that way. Now in the water, have a look. Look at that. That'll just sit down there in the water on the bottom, just like a worm, and they'll think it's Christmas, but little do they know, it's attached to Steve. What are we doing out here? This doesn't look right. Now, all you have to do is just let it sit there. Finger, just like a trigger, feeling for bites. That's all you need. And when you feel the tap tap, you just give a little twitch. Don't have to rip the fish's head off. Ryan, better fish, but I think it's still a tarwine. He's fighting pretty hard.
You never know.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes you pick it for a tarwine, and before you know it, it's a whiting. It generally takes a little bit of extra line, so it may be a tarwine, I think.
It's got some weight, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a tarwine.
It is a tarwine. Bigger than the first. Hey, look, I really put a lot of time into that bait. That's pretty cheeky. And you've taken the whole thing too. Naughty tarwine. Go on, go away. Tell your friends to stay away from me. Now, of course, this is all about feel. That's why I use Fireline braid, but I've got a mono leader tied to that, a small running ball sinker tied off with a swivel, and a leader that's about 1 metre long, down to a number 10 long shanked worm hook. That's all you need. Make sure it's nice and sharp, and simple rigs, but lots of nice fish. Oh, Ryan, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, mate, but I'm getting all the tarwine.
Well, I'm not even getting a bite at this stage, but that could be a good thing. That means that maybe a big whiting out there just waiting to get my bait.
Well, I've seen you do that before. Ooh, going for it now. Even this is great fun. Look at that. They're hard fighting fish, these tarwine, even the small ones. You get a big one on, you'll know about it.
Hang on.
You on?
Steve, I just had a good hit just then, which I think
oh, he's going.
Oh, this is good. I think this whiting may be our first whiting for the night.
Gee, they really go hard, don't they?
Well, they do, considering that I haven't got my drag back too much off because there's some rocks just out there, Steve. So
not like Ira when he goes broomfish and he puts it on two. Whoa, nice.
I think, Steve, it's a tall core. Hopefully it won't make a fool of me, but I think this may be a yellowfin whiting.
It won't make a fool of you, mate.
I think it's coming down your side there,
It is.
Steve.
He's going for a wander along. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It looks white. Oh no, it's a big tarwine.
Oh,
big tarwine.
I caught that one for the camera too. That one, oi.
So the fish don't make a fool of you, mate. You make a fool of yourself. That's a good fish, though. You've got to be happy with that, even though you're after whiting. Look at that for a tarwine.
On light gear, that's excellent.
No matter where Ryan's fishing, you can count on his deputy Steve helping out somehow. Today, he was Worm Boy.
No, it's all right. He's on. Hopefully this time it won't return the hook back to me empty.
Well, mate, there's plenty of whiting here. The problem is we can't get through the tarwine. It's actually been a fish a cast, hasn't it?
That's the only downside. Yeah, it's fun catching tarwine, but when you want to get the whiting, it's just, yeah, as you said, trying to get through these tarwine's hard. I'm not going to call this one, but the amount of tarwine I've been getting, I'd say maybe a tarwine.
It's a real problem when you're getting one fish every cast, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's right, exactly.
It's a good one, though. Look at the size of that.
Not
That'd
bad.
be legal. 23 centimetres is a legal length, I think, and that's pretty close.
On 4 pound gear,
Yeah, good fun.
it's all good.
Tap, tap. Yep. This is different. It's very different. Oh, it's a whiting. It is. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Now, is that a yellowfin whiting? Yes, it is, I think. Oh, it's not one of the bigger ones that you see